back here. I will be back here. And I will be back with another vengeance.
Yeah, we'll lick our wounds. We'll get over this. We'll be fired up for next year.
Garoppolo has time, stands in, going deep, going for it all, and it's caught for the touchdown! On fourth down, Deebo Samuel for 6. Garoppolo's got all day. He's going to launch it deep down the field, going for it all, and getting it! Emmanuel Sanders, not touched, still on his feet, inside the 10, and he scores! 75-yard bomb from Jimmy Garoppolo to Emmanuel Sanders. Wilson, pressure off the edge, releases it, and it is intercepted by Greenlaw. Dre Greenlaw now on the return. As he's still on his feet with blockers in front, Dre Greenlaw down the sideline. Can you believe this?
Looks like football, baby.
Pass is caught. Kittle breaks one tackle. Another. Wow, what a touchdown for George Kittle. Goff throws and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Warner. Fred Warner for the touchdown. Jeff Wilson has come in at running back. Garoppolo's throw is caught by Jeff Wilson. He's going to score a touchdown for the 49ers.
And the pass is going to be picked off by Bosa. Nick Bosa. Can't bring him down till he gets to the 8-yard line. Wow.
Now Evans in the slot. Winston picked off. It is Richard Sherman, who did not have an interception last year, and he returns it all the way for a 49ers touchdown, 32-yard.
Garoppolo fires. It is caught. Still on his feet is Kittle with a big play. And the stiff arm. George Kittle. Flags fly. He's down to the 30. What a run by George Kittle. Taking on everybody.
Here we go, gold-blooded motherfuckers. It's me, Daddy. Yay! And we are here. We're living in Bizarro World 2020 right now. I've never felt weirder ever. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Just in a weird place. I am Daddy. I am Joe. We are here to talk about the 49ers and what the fuck is going on. Joined by the number one stunner, Bobby Digital, also known as Rob. And Michael Curran up there in Maine. Hi, everybody. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about how bad we are at picking predictions for the 49er games, or all games rather, because, oh my gosh, we are 13-23 on the year. I am 2-7. I'm throwing it back to 2 years ago where I literally won like 2 games all year, which I feel is just as hard to do as winning 15. But what do I know? That being said, the only winner from last week was you, Rob. You picked the Giants, beating the team from Washington.
I think the team from Washington could have won that game outright if they started Alex Smith, to be honest.
He's getting the start this week, right? I believe. Yeah, I think they said it. Alex going this week. But I could be wrong. What the fuck do I know? I'm a shoemaker. All right. With that said, this week our listener is Gabriel Sanchez. Gabriel or Gabriel? What do you think? Call it Gabriel. How's that?
Tomato.
Well, he probably knows more than we do because he doesn't sit here and he's not a dumb fuck idiot like we are. But he is taking the Bears, getting 2.5 at home against Minnesota. Smart pick by Mr. Sanchez. Not to be confused with Gustavo. Curran, you go next.
I am going with the Bucks,
Yes,
-5 at the Panthers.
Yes, you are, Bobby. Or Mr. Bob.
Dolphins given 2.5 at home against the Los Angeles San Diego Chargers.
You forgot where they were from. I'm going with the VooDoo Browns. Baker Mayfield. Oh, he does have Corona, though. Ooh, that could be a problem. Well, I'm going with Baker Mayfield and the Browns, the VooDoo Browns. They are giving 3 to the Texans at home up in Cleveland shitstorm. Maybe if they win, they're going to the Dido Lounge, Rob.
Ooh.
Hey. The Dido Lounge. You ever been there, Mike?
All right.
No.
Good story.
Good. It's a Cleveland strip club. Rob and I once visited in like 2003. Very seedy place.
Lakewood, Ohio.
Lakewood, Ohio.
So I got a clip for you.
Okay.
It's from the Mark Willard show.
Okay.
He's one of the KMBR hosts.
Okay.
And whenever he has somebody on, he finishes the interview with what he calls the big finish.
Okay.
He gives them 2 topics. They can pick one, and then he asks them a question. And I forget what topic. It's Matt Barrows. I forget what topic he picked. The first thing he asked him was with one article he wished he never wrote, and he said something goofy about a quarterback. It was about Alex Smith, but it's something about the quarterback needs to do blah, 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 blah. And then they said this. This is the second question asked of Matt Barrows.
Well, especially with what's ended up happening now, there's got to be some inner confidence in it for sure. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
All right, next one. Is there one athlete you can think of you wish you had never met?
Yeah. Michael.
I knew it.
There are a few. Michael Crabtree was a very unique personality. There were a lot of people who were rubbed the wrong way by Michael Crabtree. In fact, I remember Michael Crabtree was erased off of the pre-draft list by some teams after he had come in to visit there, and they just felt like he dripped of arrogance. And they didn't want him in the building. And obviously the 49ers drafted him, and he still dripped of arrogance. So he wasn't a favorite of the 49ers writers when he was here.
First of all, fuck the 49ers writers. They've never given this podcast a plug. They could all suck my dick.
I'll tell you what.
What?
I love the balls of actually giving a name.
Yeah,
I didn't expect that when I was listening. I was like, he's going to beat around the bush here. And he just fucking whipped out the Michael Crabtree card.
That's a little shocking.
And it was recent enough, too. Like, if he went, like, 30 years ago to someone, whatever.
Yeah.
But he went with, like, a person that could be around somewhere that he might have to deal with one day.
Yeah, well, fuck him. Listen, you know what it's about? It's about these people don't know how to understand the crab, okay? That's the problem. They were never on his level. They just... arrogance. Fuck you. I still love Crabtree. I would go to work as his personal assistant for free. I'll just keep track of whatever he needs me to do. Get in touch, Crab. So this week, the 49ers are playing the Saints. Saints put a fucking hurting on Tom Brady this week. They're looking pretty scary. I have a friend named Omid who is a Saints fan. He could fuck off this week. He's going to learn the hard way what it's like being friends with me. Yeah. Omid. O-M-I-D. He's going to learn the hard way.
All right.
Hopefully we'll still be friends. I like him a lot. He's a nice guy. And that's that. With that said, is Drew Brees still the quarterback? Is he still quarterbacking over there? Yes. Yes, Karen?
Does it change your mind if he is or isn't?
He is.
Does it change anything about this game if Taysom Hill's at quarterback?
No, not for me. Sean Payton still.
Who's Taysom Hill?
He's their Colin Kaepernick, but he's white. Is he white? Mm-hmm. I want to know what kind of white guy's parents named their son Taysom. That's what I want to know. I wonder if it was a double wide. Are we just getting into this now?
No.
Oh, okay. Fuck it.
Where is he from?
Let's get into Taysom Hill. Oh, he's white, huh? He looks like fucking Trent Taylor white. He's from Idaho, of course. What a fucking...
Yeah.
Oh, and he went to Brigham Young. What a creep. I wonder if he's religious.
I didn't know he was a UDFA.
That's kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
Considering how they suck him off. How many plays does he get a game? Any idea?
Or like five to 10, maybe a little bit more.
I wonder how many millions he makes a year. Does he have a wife? I bet he's got a wife. He's probably not.
I know he's been wanting money. He's been trying to. They just signed a 2-year extension, making him the highest paid backup quarterback with a $21 million contract, 16 guaranteed, and an annual salary of $10.5 million.
It's not terrible. Good for him. Wonder.
I'd hate to be paying that to a backup quarterback, though.
Yeah, but again, he's not just a backup quarterback. If you're using him 10 plays a game, 10 plays a game, he's a I don't know, fuck what he is. He's a fucking kitty diddler. What do you think about that? He's a gadget guy, a kitty, also known as a kitty diddler.
He's had at least 10 snaps every game.
Okay, so he's an offensive weapon, is what he is.
He's played about 25% of their offensive snaps.
You think Drew Brees lets him fuck his wife one out every 4 times?
I don't know if he lets him as much as he doesn't have a choice.
Right? He's just coming in and throwing that young thing around. So this is my meat. All right.
This is my meat. Got that, Kern? Write that down.
For those of you scoring at home, that's my meat, bitch.
Got that.
So I live on the 3rd floor now, and I think all the time that people can't see me, so I just run around naked. But I realize when the lights are on, they could definitely see me. So there's that.
That's pretty much how things work, Joe.
Yeah.
It's not just your apartment. It's like when the lights are on.
I know. But
in an apartment or an house or an window.
What I'm getting at is I'm up on the 3rd floor.
How'd you figure it out?
I was pulling up to the house at night, and I was looking up at it, and I was like, oh, that's my house.
There's baby.
Nah. She wears clothes most of the time. Yeah. But it's only when you get near the windows, so that's cool. All right. What are we going to do? Keys to victory?
Yeah.
Fuck. Do you have one?
I don't know. It's going to take a fucking keychain of victory for this one. We're going to need a keychain on our way to this one. Let me think.
I'm going to give you my key to victory.
All right.
And it's just as ridiculous as when I blame myself for the blame game. Voodoo is the key to victory.
Okay.
We need an actual voodoo spell put on the Saints.
Do you still have the dolls?
No.
The voodoo doll?
No. I told you guys that. I told you how my father just disrespected that shit. He threw it away like it wasn't a real thing. Just like Rob claims he would have. Rob says that, but I know if it was in his hands, he would have been fucked up about it. Just to see that thing was fucked up. I'm telling you.
You don't know me well enough then.
I know you.
I'll piss on it.
I know you. I know you well, and I know you think that. And I believe that you believe that. But what I'm telling you is, this
Bring
thing.
it here. Watch me.
I'm straight. I don't know. My father threw it in the dumpster. I don't know nothing.
You think you had a lot of piss in your mouth?
This to me was like a this to me was like a classic Gold-Blooded podcast conversation. It was the bologna sandwich. It was like
all the greatest hits.
All I remember is Rob going, you fucking, I'd have my kids fucking playing around with it. And then Joe's like, you just don't know.
Yeah,
and
man.
That's kind of where I stood on it.
Listen, I'm a guy who doesn't give a fuck. God doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Like, I whatever. But this thing, somebody made this thing to fuck somebody else up. And I don't want any juju getting crossed and me coming out on the wrong end of that thing. I got enough bad luck as it is. I don't need no fucking juju on me. You guys want to fuck with that? Why do I have to fucking find it?
I'll piss on it.
What are the odds? I stick my fucking arm down a hole in an attic and it's bam, bam. Fucking lifetime of spells. All right. Well, I'm going with voodoo for my key to victory.
That's your key to victory, huh?
That's my key to victory, motherfuckers. Voodoo. Because I got to be honest with you. Unless we get some unless the fucking Karate Kid heals some fucking players, we ain't doing Ugats.
The key to victory
Tell me, Daddy.
in the New Orleans Saints Dome
Okay.
for the San Francisco 49ers in 2020 is going to be they are overlooking us, I would have to assume.
Yeah, you think so?
Since we're overlooking us, I assume they are. It's going to take some real coaching this week. And if we win this game, I want to hear the praise for Kyle Shanahan and for Robert Saleh next week. Because if they can get these guys motivated by telling them no one thinks you're going to win this fucking game, then they deserve something. A pat on the back from the GBP might be just what they need to keep this ball rolling.
Well, I'll do them one better.
I'll tell you this. They go to New Orleans and win this game.
Okay.
I'm back in on the playoff hunt.
Okay.
Because that means we can beat anyone on any day.
Okay.
If we could take this roster the way it is right now, roll into New Orleans in their dome, and beat them, we can do anything. Doesn't mean we will, but we can.
I mean, should we put, like, if the 49ers win this game, I got to do something stupid type of thing?
That's on you. That's on you.
All right, well, let me think about it. Curran, do you have a key to victory, or are you blacked out for the moment?
No.
Your picture's gone.
I took it away so I could hear.
So he had
what you
better
guys were
juju.
saying.
No, his girlfriend's sitting on his lap. He doesn't want us to see.
Dude, that would be so steamy if he was just getting a handy or something right now during the podcast. In all go black again. It was better. There you go. In all my time Zooming and Skyping in, I never, on my honeymoon, I never thought to get sucked off. I would have. If you let me call in, I'll get a suck job on the air. If the 49ers win this game, if the 49ers win...
You don't make any promises till you talk to your wife, young man. You had a hard enough time getting her to piss in a wine glass.
Oh, she always wants to suck me. All right. I'm going to text her. Curran, give me...
Jesus.
I don't...
Where is this podcast going? Political talk and porno. We're filming Pornhub videos.
Just the audio.
Oh. Have you seen that video of the news broadcast and the Pornhub thing pops up on the screen?
Yes.
It's fake.
Oh, no.
It's fake, I know. It looked real.
It's a
really
brilliant
good.
job by Pornhub of getting their name out there because it looked so real.
I was...
Yeah.
What happened? Like the...
I think Pornhub it was something else on the screen he didn't want there, and he wiped it off. But Pornhub was brilliant for putting that out there. You see... the first time I saw it was because Theo Vaughn posted it.
Okay.
And he said, "What are these news companies using my laptop for their news report or something?"
Yep.
What are you asking permission?
Yeah, I am. Curran, your key to victory, did you give it?
People need to get healthy. There's no other way around it. Rob mentioned it a couple weeks ago. If we get people back, we can win. But we're going to need some help on this.
Okay. I agree. That's why I said VooDoo. So.
All right. Well, Joe, you get to go first on predictions because you're crushing.
Yeah, goddamn right I am. The final score of this football game is going to be 19-18. 49ers. I want to be clear about that.
Kern, you get to go next.
I'm going to go with... I think it'll be a bit more than that. I think it'll be close, though. 28-26 Niners.
All right. Well, being that I've got 0 wins thus far, I'm going to break chain here and get myself on the board.
You're not picking a loss.
And I'm going to say it's going to be 28-7 Niners.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little more confident than you two pussies.
What?
Well, usually I pick big win. But who are you to call me a pussy? I'm in first. I nailed one, bitch. It's
called Theater of the Mind. I had you both thinking I might pick a loss.
I was like, what is this guy talking about?
Yeah, Theater of the Mind.
We will get Gabrielle's and Matterson's when we listen to their audio.
I'll tell you who put a fucking voodoo spell on something.
What?
Looks like maybe Alvin Kamara's a voodoo doll.
No.
And somebody definitely put a spell on this roster.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta pay attention to this. Hold on.
They got Fabio at linebacker.
Hold on. I'm asking baby.
Jesus Christ. What's the question? Let me hear how the question was asked.
If I zoom a goal,
where's he gonna?
If I zoom a Gold Blooded podcast episode, would you give me a suck? Would you give me a suck job or a handy while we are recording? Like if the video was blacked out? Oh, quick response. Oh, she said fuck off.
Told you.
Okay, 3 dots. Shit, please. No way. I guarantee you by the end of this episode, I have a suck job promised. All right. By the end of this segment, we've already discussed Taysom Hill. Yeah.
Do you know Jameis was there?
I did. He was acting a fool after this recent victory.
You saw Kamara. You saw Fabio.
I did see Fabio. That is some nice hair. Wow.
We've definitely talked about him before.
He looks like a very, he looks like a feminine butch, like a butch feminine.
Yep.
Right?
A butch feminine. Yep.
Does that make sense? You understood what I meant.
He's a Florida Gator.
Of course he is. That means Tim Tebow's his god.
Malcolm Jenkins.
She said, fuck off. First pee, and now you want head on camera. What the fuck, man? LOL, no. And then my reply was just, no camera. I'm going to tell her it will be our secret.
I'm going to tell her it will be our secret, he says on the recording. Oh, God.
How would she ever know? It's not like she's ever going to listen to this. Listen, this is what's going to seal the deal. It will be our secret. Okay. Stand by. All right, who else we got? Whoa, we'll go back. I got to pick a child molester. There was a child molester in the bunch.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Where do you want to go? Trey Hendrickson?
No, it's just your run-of-the-mill cop. Traquan Smith does not look very happy. She said, yeah, okay, so we're in. We'll talk about this later. But no. What do you mean, but no? Fuck her. She's going to give me head.
Looks like his helmet pushed in his head or something there.
He doesn't look very happy.
Forehead tattoo.
Whatever happened, it hurt. Marcus Davenport looks like he loves cookies and donuts. I don't know why, but he looks like he has a sweet tooth, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know. What else? Let's see. Yeah. Will Lutz, the place kicker. Why are all place kicker fucking rapists? Tell me, Michael. Do you know why? You played football. What is it about them?
I do not know why.
You want...
Because kickers aren't players.
Well, I don't know. I'm telling you, if you want this guy to never miss a kick, give him a boy before every game. Oh, there's a great episode from The Sopranos where Tony Soprano walks up to this guy and he says, "Hey, Mikey, how's the boy?" And Mikey's like, "What boy? What boy is that, Tone?" He's the guy, the one you're sleeping with, and it's just. So inappropriate. I love it. This guy just straight up rocks a mullet. He's that fucking guy. You know, I've been...
But not ironic hipster. He's just a redneck, I think.
Oh, you think? What's he play? Oh, he's a punter. No, he's a punter. That's him? That's not redneck. That is... Do you know what my father does for a living? Do you know who my father is? That's exactly who that guy is. And so it's definitely ironic hipster.
He went to Penn State.
Yeah, so...
Ooh.
Yeah, that's weird.
You know what that means.
But let me tell you something about him. I want to fucking stab him. They're all fucked up. They're all kickers. I think we got the Australian. We have the only good normal kicker in the league. I mean, Australians are weird in general, but we'll take Australian weird over fucking child molesting weird. Thank God. Where is fucking that molester still in the league? Bradley Pinion?
Yeah, he's Tampa Bay.
Oh God, he's raping in Tampa.
I'll tell you what, if there was a Royal Rumble of all punters, I'm 100% positive ours kicks the shit out of all of them. Mitch Wishnowsky is definitely winning that fucking fight.
Jessica,
he looks to make the tackle after he punts it. Like it's not like he's the last liner of last resort, last line of defense. He's in the mix trying to make tackles.
For sure. Yeah. Jessica even knows how creepy our place kicker is.
Bobby G?
Yes. She's like, oh, his smile. He looks at it. She calls him Fire Marshal Bill. Wow, for a minute I thought it was like Aaron Hernandez's brother. Or like cousin. Is that a scar across his face? Like across his left eye?
It's hair.
Or right? Okay.
It's not there in any of these other ones.
Damn, it would have been better if he had a big scar on his face. Quan Alexander. I was like, Quan Alexander
the
plays
return
the
of
same.
our boy.
Yeah, your boy,
My
Quan.
boy.
You think
My
you'll
boy.
cry when you see him in the uniform?
No.
Is he playing or is
He'll
he
be
still
okay.
hurt? Whoa. David Ani Yamamata.
What?
I need to see him. Yeah. I don't know about him. Oh, I love him. I don't know why. He's fucking weird looking. Every picture. He's like, I don't know if he's dirty or if he's just like I don't know. I want to know about him. Yeah, there's so much going on behind those eyes. He might be the most fascinating man in the NFL. He's Canadian. That's got so exactly. He's a black Canadian. I didn't know they had those. Like he's real black Canadian, not like Drake. All right. He's my guy. I hope the Niners sign him.
No, he was born in Nigeria.
Even better. Nigerian. My guy. Nick Easton.
Is that Micah Sachek?
That's Micah Sachek, the fireman. Oh, God. You know he's on the volunteer department for whatever fucking Shitsville town he grew up in. Fucking asshole. Mike, are you a fireman?
Am I a fireman?
Yeah, do you support them?
Do I support people who put out fires?
Yeah.
Real cutting edge question.
Who are the firemen?
Who are they?
Is this an inside joke? Or
No,
is this
I'm
an actual
asking
question?
He was looking at Nick Easton.
Yeah, but that's not why. I'm asking you what your thoughts on. No, I'm asking because I hate fucking firemen. I'm asking you what your thought on firemen.
Really?
Oh, I hate firemen. I hate them. I hate them. It takes a certain kind of cunt to be a fireman.
There's firemen everywhere. I'm thinking about burning your house down right now.
I don't give a fuck. My uncle's a fireman. My grandfather.
Volunteer or paid? Are you
paid is worse?
Really?
Paid. It's hard to say. They each have their the paid have an arrogance about them because I get paid to do it. But then the volunteer have an arrogance about them because I don't get paid to do it. But they all can burn to death. Straight up. I hate firemen. Firemen are in the same group as Lance Armstronger bicycle riders with me. It's almost swing on sight in all circumstances. Guys, I hate it. I hate the type of man that is a fireman. I hate it. Just begging for attention. Oh, look at me. I'm going to go save lives for a living. Fuck off. Burn to death.
Jesus.
I don't like them. I don't like them.
Gonna go ahead and disagree with that sentiment.
Fine. That sentiment is only the thought of me, Joey I. You don't like it?
Jesus
Come
Christ.
see me. You know where I'm at.
Kurt, where do you stand? Burn firemen or help firemen put out the fire if your house catches on fire? I'm going with the latter.
If my house just catches fire, I might as well just let it burn, right? 'Cause, those assholes aren't gonna
trying to get attention by coming and saving your life
exactly.
and putting your fire out.
Pricks. Wow.
Those losers coming to save your mom's life and put your fire out just so they can get attention.
Exactly. I could do it myself. I have a hose out back.
I back that.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, if they gave me access to the fucking fire hydrant, I'd do it myself. You're right. But they hog all the good water pressure.
Every house should be installed with an accessible whatever tool they use to get all the water out into a hose. Each house should be installed just so they don't come to your house and try to take all the credit.
In fact, no. I'm telling you, I'm gonna take this a step further.
Take all the credit.
When Baby and I finally build our creep mansion, or not creep mansion, it's going to be when we finally build our humble abode, I'm going to equip it with a sprinkler system, just so I ensure that I'll never have to deal with the fire department. Listen, and I'm going to make this final statement. I know you might think that my statements are harsh about fire people, but I grew up in a family of fire people. I know the type of person it takes. They're dishonest, but they like to think that they're the best. They're bad people. I'm telling you, they have bad intentions. All of them.
I'm surprised that you would think that making the statement, I hope firemen burn to death, is aggressive. Jesus Christ. All of a sudden, I don't feel so bad about my political statements on episode 1.
Just when I think that the podcast has gone downhill and I wasn't ever going to say anything cool again.
Jesus. No, you didn't say anything cool. That's for sure. No one here thinks what you said is cool.
But me.
Kern, where do you stand with firefighters?
I don't like them.
I don't even have...
I mean, fuck those doctors, right? They're kidding me?
No,
saving lives every day.
I don't even have the I don't have the far extreme view of police officers that some people have, right? But I understand it. Like I'm not an ACAB guy. I'm not a fuck all the cops. That's not me. But I understand people that think that way. Firemen, I don't understand that. I just don't understand that. Like I can get the policeman one. We've seen enough of them murder people. I can understand it. I'm not going to get behind it. I disagree with that all of them are pieces of shit. I think there's problems, but I won't say that they're all pieces of shit. I definitely will not say that about police officers.
The fire department.
About fire department, yeah.
All I can tell you is that you don't want to agree with me because I said some really harsh things. That's fine.
And also because I don't agree with you.
But you will be lying to me, and I'll know you're lying. If you honestly sit here and tell me that there isn't a certain type of motherfucker that's a fireman, you know it when you tattoo him. You don't like him. You know it when you're sitting there holding their arm and you're telling their stupid fucking story because they got to be that guy. They got to have the fucking center of attention. You know there's a type of guy. Jessica knows what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about. They're just not my cup of tea. Firemen as a whole aren't my cup of tea.
That's different from wishing that they burn in a fire, Joe. I think that's what you're missing here.
Yes, my feelings are a bit extreme. I understand, but I know you know what I'm talking about. It's fine. It's okay. Fuck the firemen. All right, what are we doing?
Is that the new hashtag?
Emails, I guess.
Fuck the firemen.
Guess we're gonna go with emails.
No, we didn't. Oh yeah, I guess we finished. Oh well, we got to do first of all. If you're not a fireman, donate. Goldblooded Podcast at www.patreon.goldbloodedpodcast.com. I can't imagine anybody.
This may be the last week of the Gold-Blooded Podcast. We're going to need all you can give us. Between our political views and our Joe's firefighter views.
Firefighting hate speech.
Yeah, I mean, just when I thought these were going to be the 2 worst episodes ever, they are the 2 worst episodes ever. So,
did either of you watch Dave Chappelle's Saturday Night Live monologue?
I read some of it.
It was very extreme.
Yeah?
He basically called white people evil and the devil. He goes pretty hard in the paint.
Yeah. I know some white guy I know is feeling very marginalized by...
He definitely trashed them.
Yeah, well, not
trashed
by...
all of
and,
us.
Well, that, and did you watch the Biden, celebration? So they definitely were like, this is for... the people of color, the Native Americans, everybody but white people. And no, I'm cool. I'm good. Whatever.
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I mean? Everybody else have your moment. White people have been doing it, making fools of ourselves for long enough. Let everybody else see them. Go take it. Take the spotlight. But white people are feeling a certain kind of way about that.
Chappelle had a couple lines about how COVID's been good for us. Because asked if people remember what it was like before COVID, and then said, "I do." There was a mass shooting every week.
Yeah.
We finally got COVID to keep these white people home.
Yes.
And then something about how the people that refuse to wear masks are always poor white people, and how they have no problem wearing masks at their Klan meetings, but they won't wear it to Walmart.
On Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, he went pretty hard in the paint.
Oh yeah, that's a big stage for that.
Yeah, he went pretty hard.
I have something I learned this week about Connecticut this is fucking out there. Do you know that in the mid-90s in Shelton, the Grand Wizard lived?
No.
And his daughter, the guy spent load, touched her boobies in high school. The Grand Wizard, and I was like, you didn't have any reservations about hooking up with the Grand Wizard's daughter? He's like, I just knew she had big titties. That's what he said. So
them titties ain't racist.
No, I guess not. And I guess it was a big thing that this guy lived in Connecticut. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, go watch it. It's pretty funny. That him and Bill Burr's, both their Saturday Night Live monologues are pretty good and aggressive and caught some heat.
Okay, giddy up. So
Carlos,
Patreon. Yes. So on Patreon, first of all, speaking of Patreon, if you are a Patreon subscriber and you would like to watch the game with me this week via Zoom meeting, hit me up so we could schedule this bitch. What I would do is email y'all an invite, an hour before the game. And
get on there, change our luck.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? It'll be, at the very least, you'll get to watch the game live with me and Baby. I'll be hitting the rig probably the entire time.
Maybe a suck job off camera.
That's
look, Kern just went off camera. Good timing.
It's gonna happen, but you'll definitely see me throw a cat or two at the camera. Maybe it'll be fun times. Baby cooks. It's nice time on Sundays. Rob used to come over. It was nice. Now I welcome you, Patreon people. With that said, Carlos Avila, not his name at all, says, appreciate you guys for keeping it going. Been listening to you both since the first season and will continue to do so. Niner football needs the gold-blooded podcast. Much love. I'm out really. Hashtag fuck Steve. Hashtag quitter. Yes. That should be the new hashtag, Curran. Fuck Steve. The next one is Manveer. Now, Manveer Mundra is a guy, for those of you that are new to us, he was around a few seasons ago. He says Dante celebrating the trade, and then he sends a link. And what this is video of Dante Pettis and his girlfriend dancing about, they flash the Twitter news, Dante Pettis cut by the Niners, and they're dancing around like dumb fucks. And then they say, they flash the Twitter news of Dante being signed by the Giants, and they continue to dance around like dumb fucks. And then they giggle like dumb fucks. So that's my synopsis of the Dante Pettis video. Next email. So now Dante Pettis could have 0 catches for 0 yards on 6 targets in New York. Mark Dubard. It's over is the title of his audio. Injury season is over, puppy cunts.
What's up, you fucking piece of shit, motherfucking cunt, fucking bastard, cocksucker, degenerate. Fuck you. I'm just kidding. I love you fucking assholes.
Jeez, Dubard.
Well, season's over, boys. sorry to tell you, season's over. I don't think I've ever in my whole life seen a fucking team as decimated as we are. Fucking name it. Name them. Fucking quarterback, running back, 2 wide receivers, tight end, pass rusher, corner. We got fucking nobody. And you got these fucking queers on television saying, oh, the Packers put it on. You fuckers didn't beat anybody. You know who you fucking beat? You beat a team of second and third string players from San Francisco. You didn't beat the 49ers. Because when the Niners are healthy, you fuckers get your asses handed to you. We literally walk on the field, put our hand out and say, here's your ass. Okay, Papa? Here's your ass, fucking queer.
Yikes.
So season's over.
Oh, man.
Only thing I have to look forward to now is next month in
3 more
December,
minutes.
me and Baby are going to fly from Michigan to San Francisco, or to, Las Vegas, and get married at the Little White Chapel. So that's what I have to look forward to. Fuck, I'm all hopped up on drugs right now. I'm pissed off.
He's marrying Baby.
He's all hopped up
So
on
last year,
drugs.
I was trying to convince everybody that Jimmy G was the man. Okay? Now I'm starting to wonder, was I trying to convince everybody else, or was I trying to convince myself? And I think I was trying to convince myself, because I'm done, dude. I'm done with Jimmy G. I'm sorry. You know, yeah, give him credit. He got us to the Super Bowl, but let's be real. The main reason we got there was our insane run game and defense. He was just good enough to get us there. I think Jimmy G is a good quarterback. I think he's a solid winning quarterback, but let's be honest, he's never going to be elite, ever. He's never going to be Drew Brees or Tom Brady or Rodgers. He's just not at that level. So from what I hear, if the Niners sign him next year, they got to pay him $26 million. If they release him, they're only out $2 million. So if I'm Shanahan, I'm fucking moving on. And unfortunately, there's no good quarterbacks that are going to be free agents. So I would do anything I could to get Matt Ryan. I would go after that fucker, try to trade for him. He's familiar with Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's been in Shanahan's system. That's what I would do. I would just go after Matt Ryan. Because in order for us to get back to the Super Bowl and win it, we got to have a better quarterback. I mean, last year we had the best team in the league, top to bottom, with a good quarterback. We got to get someone who's fucking elite. I don't know. But, you know, here's the thing. I'm not pissed off because
No, it doesn't sound like it.
we're so fucking
Totally with it.
injured. That's why we suck. Now, if we were doing this shitty with a healthy team, then I'd be fucking pissed.
Oh, then
But
he'd be
considering
upset.
all the injuries and shit, it is what it is. We'll just have to try again next year and stay healthy and get a better QB. So that's all I got. By the way, in case I didn't say, this is Mark from Upper fucking Michigan chiming in for the first time this season with you fucks. That's all I got. I'll catch you guys later.
Aggressive with the homophobic.
What kind of drugs do you think that email was fueled by?
Well, definitely uppers.
Yeah, maybe some Adderalls, maybe some cocaine, some Upper Michigan blow.
Something up his nose.
Yeah, he's snooter rooting something.
Some of the fruit of roots.
Yeah, to the roots.
So that brings up an interesting article that I brought up for you.
Okay. Why Jimmy Garoppolo has played his final game for the 49ers per Chris Sims. Well, fuck Chris Sims, but okay.
Well, Chris Sims is basically Kyle Shanahan's best friend.
Oh. Okay.
Chris Sims has not made many 49ers predictions that are wrong since Kyle Shanahan took over. I would assume that if Chris Sims put this out there and Kyle Shanahan was unhappy about it, he might have made a call to Chris Sims. So it's just interesting, that's all.
Did you read it? Can you send this to me? I didn't read. Did you read it?
Yeah.
Was there anything in it I need? I'll
Nothing
find it.
too specific.
Yeah.
Just that he thinks that Jimmy, like Steve Young thinks that Jimmy can't do all the stuff Kyle wants to do. And that Kyle expects a lot from a quarterback. And that this offense is not based on dink and dunk and handoff. The handoff is supposed to open up. The handoff is supposed to open up the deep ball, and Jimmy G has not thrown the deep ball. Have you seen his numbers past? I think it's past 20 yards or past 15 yards.
It's terrible.
He's like 0 for a million.
So I think that you may see Jimmy another year because there's no better option for next year, and then see where to go from there.
I think if that's really the answer, that he's not the answer, there's no way you pay him that money because we can't pay anyone else if we pay him.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
That's the only reason I see it that way. If money wasn't an issue, then if money's not the issue, then of course you pay him. You roll with him if there's no one better like that. If money's not in the equation, 100% you roll with the best option you have. But if money is an actual issue, then I don't know what happens.
You see
then.
this mid-season award predictions for 2020, Defensive Player of the Year. Who is that? Myles Garrett? How is that? How is he even allowed to play?
It's pretty wild.
Fucking bullshit.
I was trying to look up.
We'll never get the respect we deserve. What were you looking up?
I was trying to see those stats on Garoppolo.
On what? Like just his overalls?
Yeah, if they'll break it down to like, distance attempts and bullshit. Because he hasn't thrown anything deep.
Yeah,
well.
never. No, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, I'll have to look for it.
Yeah. Okay. Next email is from Aaron McVeigh. What the fuck? Aloha, my gold-blooded puppy cunts. Double A here. Checking in with my annual email. Let's be real. It's probably more like every other year. But fuck it. I'm here to say my piece. The NFL should have never allowed that game to be played on Thursday night. Instead of moving the game to Sunday or Monday, as they have multiple times this year for other teams, they let us roll out our fucking practice squad on Thursday Night Football for everyone in the world to see, as if we weren't already decimated by injuries, kick us while we're down. To make it worse, the news comes in this morning that Bourne has now tested negative for COVID twice since his positive test. I know they have to go through protocol, but if they just would have pushed the game back, we would have had Bourne, Ayuk, and most importantly, Trent Williams. School got fucking schooled all night. The man needs to go back to school. That was embarrassing, unacceptable. Rodgers is a smart man and knows he ain't shit for beating up on our practice squad. I respect him for giving Fred Warner the props he deserves, but this game was doomed from the start. The fix is in with the fucking league. And let's give the Chiefs a cake schedule while we're at it. Green Bay Packers versus the Rain City Bitch Pigeons in the NFC Championship. Winner plays the Chiefs. Steelers may have something to say. We'll see. I digress. Defensive Beast of the Week. Steady Freddy. Offensive Beast of the Week. Richie James. Next week. 49ers 54. Saints 25. Correction. 35 because they'll lose to the Bucks this Sunday. Ooh. Fuck the Saints, fuck the world, Madison for president. P.S. Glad you guys got a kick out of my review. I can't believe I hadn't written a review years ago. My bad. Stay classy and stay drinking that baby juice, Joe. Hashtag drink the gold. Double A. And then, he sent the link to the Bourne article. Okay. The next email.
Which review was this? Oh, double A.
Yes.
Huh.
Very nice. The next email is from Godsend. Matt motherfucking Matterson. Damn COVID.
All right, so I was hoping this game was postponed due to COVID, but it was played, and Kyle Shanahan did his best to adapt on the offensive line and the wide receiver position. That being said, I'm going to give Richie James Offensive Beast of the Week, All-Pro Freddie, Defense Beast of the Week. I blame the loss on Nick Mullins. He was just not making throws. I think this was probably the worst start for him, comparing it to that Eagles game earlier this season. Just saying. But I like to see CJ Beathard just start a game before Jimmy Garoppolo comes back. I'm not done with that topic yet. I just like to see CJ see how he can handle the pressure starting the game. Just saying. It's been a while since we've seen him start a game. Jimmy Garoppolo, though, you guys were talking about it. I haven't given up on him. I like to see him be a starting QB for now, because the guy has done a lot last season, and due to the high ankle injury and the additional one that he has now, it's a bummer. But still, he still has that position, in my opinion. Just saying, I really hope he stays with the team next season. I think he has something to prove. He really does have to make some changes, though. There's some flaws with him, obviously, in that Cardinals game and stuff. But he's a lot better. I mean, I think he is starting QB caliber type quarterback, my opinion. That being said, Saints, Niners, last time they met, it was 48-45, I believe, in New Orleans. I'm going to that same score, 48-45, Niners over the Saints. I am out, really.
It sounded like he was going with something extra at the end there. Oh, Matterson. Where did we find you? You are a golden
You said
nugget.
it, godsend.
You are a true godsend. The next email is something the same. Brecken Welton.
Brecken?
Brecken. Joe, I appreciate the clarity behind the poop rules for your wife for when you're home versus when you're not home. I can sympathize with Baby because now I've been banned from shitting or making any poop-related jokes in my lady's near vicinity. Well, you should just shit. You know how you handle that? Just shit your pants right in front of her. Just shit them. And then what's she gonna do? You gotta make her clean you. Get the baby wipes. Get clean the baby. You know nothing about it. Change the baby. All right. Speaking of which, I'm being dragged to an event this Sunday. Oh, perfect. Take a shit right before that in your pants. That starts at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and the game starts at 1:25. So I think I'm going to miss the Zoom session. After years of donating thousands of dollars to the Patreon, I'm going to miss out on this historic fucking event. Not to worry, though. I know you guys will have millions of faithful fans requesting to be in the Zoom call, so I don't want to make it any busier than it already is.
It's actually, let's clarify this. It's a very, very VIP situation that we know there's going to be millions of requests, but we're probably only going to let a couple in.
Yeah, I was hoping
so. If you're not allowed in, don't be surprised. But if you all try, you're probably going to get a couple allowed in.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking forward to meeting you, Brecken, but now I guess you'll have to miss out on this opportunity. But now imagine me trying to explain to my girlfriend why I need to cancel our plan so I could join a Zoom call about my struggling 4 and 5 football team with a bunch of strangers I've never met, but know well enough to know one of them enjoys drinking his wife's urine. Keep the faith. Fuck the Saints.
What do you got going on over there? You landing a plane?
What, are you full of Brunskill?
No, he was flagging down a fucking airplane or something. Looked like he was, when the plane comes in, they got fucking...
I missed that. I thought he was nodding.
He was directing traffic. He was getting mad at somebody. He was definitely getting mad at somebody. He was directing traffic.
You want me to start yelling?
I don't know if it was Mama Kern or Baby. I couldn't tell if it was Mama Kern or Baby, but he was definitely giving someone the evil waving.
Uh-oh. Well.
It was Baby. She came in for a bag of chips. I'm like, what are you doing?
You gotta give her the chips. Baby's hungry. Come on, guy. You got dip. You got dip for those chips. You gotta get some cheese. Come on. All right.
You missed the early days. Sometimes there'd be like Joe's girlfriend in the room while we were trying to record. There were some awkward podcasts back in the day.
When?
Remember the West Haven house?
Oh, the West Haven house was a disaster.
awkward
I don't know
and
what
weird.
we were thinking. Yeah, that was a fucking nightmare.
We had like a full live studio audience on that one.
Yeah, that one time. But that was an off-season thing, too.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. And then when I would have the lasagna evening was always...
Yeah, you know the lasagna story, Kern? That's an old school one.
No, I never could find the episode for this, but you guys would mention it every and I was like, what are they talking about? Of this, I found the brown panties. I found all this stuff going back, and I never could find the lasagna.
It was early.
It was like first or second season because I was still.
It was at my house.
Yeah,
it was at Steve's basement, so that had to be maybe.
Well, because it was your wife's lasagna.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was fucking hammered.
We used to record in my basement. I think maybe it was after I had Henry.
No, not your basement. That back room.
No, this was basement.
Okay.
It was. We went back and forth.
Oh, right.
But I had Henry, so it was post 2000. What's 2020? 2013. So it's probably the 2014 season, maybe. And Joe showed up to the house highly intoxicated. I don't know how he made it to my house intoxicated. And I was like, hey, you guys hungry? You want some lasagna? Just hoping he would sober up enough to do the podcast. And he was just like, yeah, I love it. He was like, almost dropped it. It was a wild.
And I had no idea that I was so fucked up that I was totally, and it was like, so finally it was like 2 hours later. So I'm like, all right, are we ready to go? What are we waiting for? Like, what the fuck? And then everybody was like, okay, yeah, he's good to go. But that was, I remember I was fighting with Jessica. Like, we were on the outs then, and she just wouldn't take me back. Like, she was like making me wait, and she was just being a bitch about it. So I just got fucking hammered, drunk, and drugged, and drove to Waterbury.
We just waited him out till he was sober enough to record.
Yeah, it was shocking I wasn't continuing to drink and drug. What's that?
No, I wasn't saying anything.
No worries. It's airplane. All right. Last email is from Gabrielle Sanchez. Oh, it's a vocal. I didn't realize that. He said, I figured I better start getting in on the action. Hopefully I'm in on time. Oh, you're in.
I figured you realized it when he said that his score prediction was in the audio.
Yeah.
When you told me that.
Yeah.
I figured you realized it was audio.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm a fucking idiot.
Sanchez.
Every
What's
time
up,
I hit
gold-blooded
play.
puppy cunts? I've been listening since the Harbaugh years, and I figured I'd finally send in a voice recording here now that we're in for a very long season. I'm not going to lie, hearing another G. Sanchez, that's you, Gustavo, be so involved with the podcast, I feel like I need to make my voice heard. But, the Niners are fucked. It seems like. I don't see how we make the playoffs with Nick Mullins and no players. It looks like a preseason game every game. But, that's what it is. And I don't see what the problem is with paying Jimmy G $25 million next year. If Aaron Rodgers somehow ends out here, I don't know why people are talking about that. He's under contract until 2023. But whatever. Say he calls up, John Lynch and he wants to show up. Sorry, Jimmy. But other than that, unless we have a steady guy that we can count on to be better than Jimmy, it doesn't matter how much we're paying him. Because the quarterback, unless he's you just drafted him, he's always going to cost you 17% or more of the salary cap. So, that money is earmarked. Parag Marate has got it handled. COVID or no COVID, it'll be fine. I just don't see us moving on from Jimmy G unless there's a better option. And we don't have the draft picks to trade up to go get a quarterback. It's just not happening. We've been wasting our picks, and that's just how life is going to be. So who knows what the future of Jimmy G is with the 49ers, but I don't think that they're going to get rid of him before next season, and I wouldn't want them to unless they come up with a good, solid quarterback that's, definitely better than him, which I don't see happening. But, Joe, I gotta ask you, why are you so scared of a woman's farts, huh? I mean, I wouldn't wish my situation on you. My girl, her number one goal in life is to fucking Dutch oven me. Oh. And I've told her that if she ever actually gets close to succeeding, I'm going to start throwing punches from under the blanket and she's going to regret it. But she keeps trying. So let me tell you something, Joe. Here's what you should do. You should cut a deal with baby. You should tell her, look, I'll let you shit in the house if you piss in my mouth. That's what you can do, Joe. That's how you can get it. She's not into it, but I bet you she wants to shit in her own house.
Interesting thought.
I gotta be honest with you.
I saw your face turn real. Yeah. His face took a... At first he was like, this guy's disgusting. Yeah, his face was like...
No, it wasn't. No, you're wrong. It was close.
No,
I was like...
That might work.
First I was like, fuck this guy who had given me advice. He didn't know my situation.
And then his head went like this, Kern.
I'm like, this motherfucker's onto something. That's a flip-flop like I've never heard. Oh, Gabrielle.
Yeah. My brain went to baby can shit in the house if daddy gets a suck job while on a blocked Zoom call. But he hadn't heard that yet. That was from this week. So Gabrielle hasn't heard that yet.
But I got to think about what I want.
Yeah.
I mean, I get a suck job whenever. I don't need it to be on Zoom. Quite frankly, I probably would have performance anxiety. But the pee-pee in the mouth from the tap.
He went to shit for tat.
I'm gonna breach that subject tonight in negotiations for the Zoom blowjob. I'm gonna
slip that in. Somehow turn that around.
I'm gonna backdoor negotiate that one
into a pee for poo poo.
That's right. I'm just gonna text her pee number 4 poo poo right now. See what she says.
God, this isn't gonna go well. As your counsel, I advise you not to send that text.
Okay.
She's not in on this conversation, so that just comes out of left field after your other question. I'm going to advise you not to send that.
Just let us know. Let us know how the conversation goes later.
Always. Let's finish up with 30 Sanchez.
Anyways, offensive beast of the week in Green Bay. Clearly, Richie James. Stoked about that. I've always liked Richie James. Hopefully, he sees more snaps. And then I guess defensive beast of the week. That'd be All-Pro Freddie. Getting the recognition from Aaron Rodgers. I want to see him get All-Pro this year for sure. Next week, on to the Aints. Fuck Drew Brees. I think with Bourne and Ayuk and Trent Williams back, it's going to be a high-scoring game. We'll be able to keep up. I think that it's going to be 35-28 Niners. Peace.
All right, everybody. My apologies for the off episodes to everyone except the firefighters.
Jesus Christ.
But with that said, if you know a Saints fan, light their house on fire. Fuck it. Whatever you got to do. You know how we do here at the GBP. You know what to do. Email, Instagram. Punch Saints fans. Enjoy your life. Fuck it. You only have one. Fuck off. Goodbye.